Hey guys, this is Pallabi and welcome to another one of my DIY videos. So if you haven't already guessed by the title of this video, today I'll convert my plain red t-shirt into a Weasley t-shirt. Now you'll obviously come and tell me there is no such thing as a Weasley t-shirt because Ron actually owned a sweater with his initials on, but I chose to do it on a red t-shirt so that I could wear it more often. Now this is a very easy tutorial which almost anyone can try themselves. Now apart from the t-shirt, I'll also show you how I turned my plain black shorts into something that would match the t-shirt. So keep watching till the end if you want to get the entire look for yourself as well. The materials that you will need for this DIY are a red t-shirt, some pins, a tissue paper to trace the initials on, scissors, some golden thread and needles. I'll first start by tracing my initials on a tissue paper or a paper napkin. So this is the tissue that I'll use to trace my initials on. Now if you see carefully, this is a very thin paper because I'll stitch it to my t-shirt along with the initials and I'll eventually tear it off, and when I do so, I don't want my stitches to get ruined. Make sure that the letter is big enough for your t-shirt. Once you're done, place it on the t-shirt and position it carefully right at the center and secure it with some pins. I then stitch the tissue to the t-shirt, running my stitches on the letter. This stitch will serve as our border for filling in. I am making long stitches just to trace the basic shape of the letter from the tissue to my t-shirt, as we will open this stitch later on. Now there are several ways in which you can do this. If you're confident enough and you have a simple letter to trace such as an I or a T, you can skip the tracing and directly draw on the t-shirt and stitch over it. So here I am done with the tracing. I will carefully tear off the tissue paper without pulling out the stitches we just made. The next step is to fill in the letter using an embroidery thread. I am using a golden brown thread with 5 finer threads, which was the closest I could get to the original. Now I'll just run around the whole letter, filling in between the borders. So I'll continue in a similar way throughout the entire letter. Now I am not a very expert in embroidery, so I was a little worried as to how the entire look would come out. But eventually I realized that it does not matter if your stitches are not clean enough or if the lines are not straight enough, as long as the letter that you are stitching is clear enough to be understood. So here I am done with my letter. I will now cut open the border stitches that we made before, and this completes my Weasley t-shirt. So we'll now begin with the shorts. I already have this black shorts here, which we will customize to match the t-shirt we just made. I will actually attach a red pom-pom lace to the shorts, which we will make using a crochet needle and some red wool. So this is the black shorts that I mentioned earlier. Along with this, we'll also need some red wool, a crochet needle and scissors. We'll first start by measuring the length around one side of the bottom of your shorts, which came to be around 27 inches in my case. You can then keep your shorts aside, take your crochet needle and the wool and begin with the lace. The first step is to make a 27-inch long foundation chain using a basic crochet chain stitch. Now for those who are new to this is a very easy process. You just need to loop around the needle with your wool and pull it through the previous chain. Loop around, pull through the previous chain. Continue in the same way till you have achieved the length of 27 inches or whatever is the length in your case. So now I have completed the first chain. Now since we'll be stitching this to our pants, we need a wider foundation chain. So I will go around the chain 2 more times using slip stitches just to make it a little wider. Slip stitches are again one of the very easiest stitches. You simply need to go through each chain, loop around your needle and pull through the base chain and then the previous chain. This is a lot similar to the chain stitch, with the only difference that we have to consider the base chain as well as we proceed. Here I have slip stitched once across the base chain, and I will do this one more time and then we can start with our pom-pom. So the foundation chain is now ready and the base is thick enough to be stitched to the back. So we'll now start with the pom-poms. We first make 3 chains. Mark the position with your finger and make 3 more chains. Next we'll make 4 double crochets. For this, loop around the needle with your wool and slip the needle to the position we had marked. Loop around again and pull through the loops in your needle. Repeating the same set of steps, loop through the needle, slip through the marked position and pull through both the loops. So this completes 2 double crochets and we have to repeat the same set of steps 2 more times. So the 4 double crochets are now done. Now simply loop around the needle and pull through all the 5 loops in your needle. So we now have half a part of the pom-pom ready. Proceeding with the other half, make 3 chains and then continue again with 4 double crochets. This time slipping your needle to the loop created from the half pom-pom we just made. Once you are done, Fold your pom-pom in half and slip stitch it to the base, and one of the pom-pom is now ready. So once lace is ready to be stitched to the pants, I have already made another exact same lace, and now I'll attach these to my pants. For this, place the lace carefully on the bottom half using pins so that only the foundation chains are attached to your pants and the pom-poms are hanging below. Once you're done, hand stitch them, or if you want to use a machine, use a zigzag stitch to attach it to the pants. that's it for today guys. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.